how much does this cost? Hey, how's it going, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the S40T, which is a great budget-friendly soundbar. Now, the main question is it right for you? Now, before we get into some of the specs of this soundbar, I'd like to talk a little bit about the history of soundbars and how they came about. So when it comes to consumer electronics, especially TVs, things have gotten a lot better over the years, and unfortunately, with screens and the picture quality, refresh rates, all that stuff, it's all gotten a lot better, but you know what hasn't? TV audio. Now, you might be wondering, why hasn't TV audio gotten better? I mean, shouldn't everything be improving over time? And the simple answer is yes, but you have to understand, with TVs, they've gotten them so thin to the point where the speakers, the only area they can really come out is at the bottom of that TV. Now, the reason that this is a problem is because the audio is always going to be firing down at the carpet or at the stand, depending whether you have it mounted or not. But I mean, that's just going to muffle the sound. It's going to displace it in the wrong areas, and it's just overall not going to sound good. Not to mention they're a lot smaller than they used to be. Now, most people would probably start with a 5.1, surround sound system with a receiver and having it all hardwired to, help their audio experience. However, that's not really the case for the person that doesn't want to spend over $1,000 and, wants to upgrade their TV audio on a budget. They wanted to make a more affordable option to, help boost your TV audio experience with the new technology, the thinner screens. So essentially, soundbar is just going to produce audio a lot better than your TV speakers because they're angled and they have usually a lot more power. This soundbar in particular is a 2-channel system, so it's not going to have a subwoofer, and you're really just getting your right and left channels. So in the S40T, it comes with a total of 4 speakers, 2 of those being woofers, 2 of those being woofers, and 2 of those being tweeters. And, to be honest, it sounds pretty good for, the price. Now, as far as dimensions, this is meant to be a slim style soundbar, so you can fit it in those tight spaces. It's going to have a width of 26.8 inches, a height of 2.7 inches, and a depth of about 4.5 inches. So let's hop into connections. If you're going to be hooking this soundbar up to your TV, which most likely you are because you're getting a soundbar for your TV, you're going to have to do it with an optical cord, which it does come with. I thought that's pretty cool. It comes with an optical cord, but unfortunately, no HDMI ARC. So that's just kind of one of those things where, when you're saving money in certain electronics, you're going to lose features that, more expensive ones would have. And not having HDMI ARC might be important to some of you. It might not be. And of course, it does have Bluetooth, so you can hook it up straight to your phone. Oh, and if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. With that being said, let's get into some of the different sound modes. So the S40T does come with 3 different sound modes. You're going to have your standard mode, and basically with standard mode, it's just going to perform the way that it does right out the box. Now, if standard mode doesn't sound appealing to you, it does have a music mode, which is going to be great for when you hook up your phone to that Bluetooth and play the music that you wish. And lastly, the third mode is going to be the smart mode. Now, if you guys happen to catch the video we did on the HW-S40T a couple weeks ago, you would know that it does have an adaptive mode. It's actually called smart mode, and essentially it's just going to optimize it for whatever you're listening to. So I would probably recommend keeping it in this mode most of the time, unless you're specifically going to be using it for music a lot more than your TV, because why not have it best optimized? When it comes to style and design, Samsung never fails to disappoint. They use a special fabric as the mesh line to make it look nice and clean. And one of the things personally I like is, because it's trying to be a hidden soundbar, it does have hidden buttons. So unless you're really close to them, it's hard to see those buttons. And if you don't want to use the remote, you can always use those buttons. Now, with all that being said, there's definitely a specific type of soundbar that this person's going to fit the best. And I would narrow that down to someone who's really on a tight budget. The only problem I see with this soundbar is that it doesn't come with a subwoofer, and it's not as crazy loud as some of the other higher end soundbars that you see in the Samsung line. So, if you're looking at the price point and that's what you want, it's definitely going to beat your TV speakers, but it's not going to give you that full surround sound system feel that you would get from some of the higher end soundbars. In my opinion, probably something great for a kid's room or a small living room or apartment. Something that, it's going to sound good, but it's also not going to wash out because it's so big. That's going to be all for this one, and if you guys haven't already, check out some of our other cool videos on products like these. If you guys are interested in getting the best deal on this product, email YouTube@Waltz. And if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos or deals.